What's your excuse? I don't have time. I don't have money. I'm not motivated. I deserve to rest. Well, this is all bullshit. I know your struggle, because I had it. Instead of searching for solutions, you're finding excuses, but you know that you regret it afterwards. Even though I'll show you why you only procrastinate because of your mind, and there's no external reason. I know that more than 80 or 90% of people will go back to their habits after watching this video. It's just the reality and you know it. If you're going to progress, you already know it by what you're thinking right now. Is it that your situation is different? Is it that you really need to scroll without purpose on social medias that only trigger your anxiety? Also, stop watching memes about procrastination and then commenting on those to cope with your lack of initiative for your life. We'll break these 4 excuses in what they actually hide, and you'll be able to boost your productivity and mindset if you are willing to. I don't have time. If you're like most people, it's likely that you're spending your time with habits that can be easily replaced by something productive. For instance, do you play video games? Do you watch Netflix? Do you go out for 1 or 2 hours of your day? If yes, then you have no excuse and it's your mind thinking that you don't have time. Now, you have 2 choices. You either continue watching Netflix and scrolling on TikTok, or you actually free some time from your day. If you don't do it, you have no excuse to feel frustrated that it isn't fair for you because you spend no time working on it. If it's so important for you, why not make some time for it? You certainly can if you're spending it on the wrong activities. I don't have money. If you're from a family that has a bad material situation, I can understand this. But if you're spending money on designer clothes or you're buying video games, you can't say that you have no money. It's only that you spend it on things that don't even benefit you in the long run. You really need those expensive clothes, those expensive sneakers, or is it that your ego is telling you to buy them so that you can afford to feel some pleasure on the moment and then throw them away? If you need money for gym or for something that you know will be an investment in yourself, get it by not spending on what you don't need. It's called lifestyle inflation. And it's when you're being so much of a consumer that even if you were to have 3 times the money you have now, you spend it on more expensive clothes and things that only stimulate your ego and nothing more. I'm not motivated. You should try to see motivation different than what people tell you nowadays. You might have searched for motivation tactics or hacks before this video, so you know how basic and repetitive some advice is. What I'm saying is that you need to see motivation as a boost that comes in certain moments rather than fuel which drives your workouts to being as good as they should. That fuel is discipline, and discipline means doing things because they need to be done, not because you feel that you want to do them. Discipline is the art of doing the things that you need to do for their need, not because you feel like doing them. Think about this quote from Seneca. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Now, apply this differently. We have more obstacles in our mind than in reality. Nowadays, we are used to having instant pleasure and an instant sense of achievement, the primary elements of social media, junk food, and video games. So we're not willing to sacrifice the present for the future. It's true. We're becoming more and more obsessed with what's instant, yet we crave what needs work and time. We can't have that, because often what's hard and needs time is what we really strive for. You don't do things because you're motivated, you do them because they need to be done. That's what you should keep in mind, and that life doesn't care if you have excuses or not. If you don't do it, it won't be done, and no progress is made. Simple as that. I deserve to rest. What's your rest then? Scrolling? Drinking? Filling your brain with lust from photos on social media? That's not rest, that's tiring your mind even further. If you want to rest, read a book, Watch something that benefits you and that's educational. Meditate or just rest in your bed. Is it that you want to play at the end of the day and then you wonder why there's no progress done whatsoever? Sleeping at 4 AM and then wondering why you wake up more tired than rested and without any energy for the day? Come on bro, you can do better than this. It's not that you're so overwhelmed by external factors, but it's your lack of organizing things and building discipline alongside. You should know that rest feels better after you've done some profound work that needed to be done. After working hard on something and then feeling fulfilled that you overcame your fears and laziness. Rest doesn't feel good when you've done nothing for the day. Remember, most of your barriers are mental and nothing really stops you. It's just that you're used to procrastinating. It's up to you if you realize this or not after this video. Stay mindful.